Hello all, it's Napalm Dawn here on G4G, Games for Gamers. I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of an update on how PvP is going so far towards the end of our first weekend of the Deathlock season being alive. The background soundtrack is brought to you today by the original Borderlands OST. So I absolutely have to start off with the video on this because I saw this and I was laughing my ass off. So I have taken every defensive loss so far, by the way, but it's extremely limited. It's only been like 3 or 4 defenses. I mean, these 2 were the very first day, so there's 2 over there. Alright, so now we're up at 5. We've lost every one of them. 6, 7, 8. So I'm 0-8 on defense over here. And I had taken this loss, and I said, alright, I'm going to combat that. So I did this win. I was like, ah, crap. This guy only had like 1,000 hit points. Literally, the Caltrop Launcher blew this guy away in one shot. I said, it's only 12. I lost 14. So I take this offensive win, and I close out of the game, and I come back, I'm like, whoa, I think my ranking shot up, and sure enough, I beat this guy, and you can tell by the plus 21 that this guy was considerably far ahead of me. This is what this guy attacked me with, and I am laughing hysterically, and I'm double middle fingering this guy, because he's such a fucking scrub. It was fucking hysterical. So I look at his armory here, and he has gone hog wild with the new gear. He has 2 pages of the evens, then he has this page of pure offense, and then he has a split, okay? So this guy's bonuses, you can see here, are pretty much through the roof. He's almost at 500k and 370k over here. And then I look at his tournament rank, I'm like, oh, alright, this guy's done pretty well. But then look at this. Nothing. He has done nothing in the seasons over here. So then I see, I'm like, Jesus, I wonder what he attacked me with. So I go over to his offense, and he's got, I think he's just jacked himself with all health or something here. He's running this little scrappy empowered square trench with, I don't know what. They almost look like, one is unstunnable probably, and I'm not too sure. So he's got the cube, the purge, the weather control device, the trope. I can't for the life of me imagine what this guy is trying to do here and who he might have been running with on a team like this. But I mean, this is gonna, he probably has like a quick action the cube, a quick action the cube, or maybe quick. I don't even know what this guy is thinking, but this is ridiculous. This would have been a very somewhat interesting match before the quick action changes, but this is pathetic over here. And then I looked at his heroes, and I'm like, okay, stock. He has all these stock, just vanilla heroes over here. And this is what makes me laugh. This is what makes me laugh in this guy's face, is that look at his armory, and he couldn't beat my defensive team that hasn't won a match until this guy. Fuck you, buddy. I'm glad. I'm so happy you lost. Like, it just goes to show you that you cannot spend your way to a win over here. This is great. Love it. So my defensive team, to me, it works in my brain, but it's not working on paper. So I have my snappy tactical agent over here. He's running the Hugins Eye, the Thunderbolt Glove, the Caltrop Launcher, and the Gauntlet Caress. So 2 of my items drop out because they can't be activated individually. My guess is that every turn, unless I'm exhausted, I'm firing the Caltrop Launcher, which is for free thanks to my suit. And I'm doing the T-Bolt Glove, so I'm sitting here saying you cannot do ranged attacks, which means you're left with only melee, buff, and debuff. Then I'm smacking somebody with the T-Bolt Glove, which says my agent is going to tank. And all unarmed melee is going to fail, so that just basically leaves standard melee. And I'm going to bring attacks to my agent. I'm going to drain them, and the Gauntlet Caress is going to counter. So this is melee, this is melee. It should be giving him a ton of extra turns on tag team. Then I have Kuurth, who is now 14, and I will show you how I ISO'd her over here. I'm trying to farm for her personal A ISO that says that she exploits incapacitation, stuns, and delirium over here, but I don't have it yet. She was actually training the first day I started farming it. I have her Revengeance. I have her kitted out like this, so there's her stats. And I have Wide Open over here because of all the melee damage. And I have Thorned over here, which means that if you attack her, if somehow that happens, you're going to get hemorrhaging. Honestly, I could probably change this if I'm trying to divert melee attacks to my agent. Could maybe put that as stealthy, but I don't really know about that. So this is, I think this works on paper. It basically says unless you cleanse, you can't do ranged, and I'm going to tank all the melee. And it's going to be up every single turn. It's Caltrop Thunderbolt, Caltrop Thunderbolt, every single turn. So I don't exactly know what is beating this over here. So as you saw in the beginning of the video, I'm going to call this the We Have a Molly. I took my first Age of Avengers team over here in Meridos. This guy was running Age of Avengers. I did it again. I did this last video too. Age of Ultron, Black Widow, and Age of Ultron Hulk. So he had the Legion Pulse Rifle, which he did get to fire, so that meant he was on the team. He couldn't be interrupted, and he was stealthy. He has this adaptive pistol, probably to go along with that. Staff of Asclepios to increase healing and provide a heal. And a Psychic Amplifier, which he didn't even get to use. So I just wanted to point out that he had a quick action, and he didn't attempt to use it. So, yeah, they got beat down rather seriously. I will say that the Can't Be Interrupted definitely worked. Black Widow went to counter one of Molly's hits with the Flying Kick. Hafe jumped in there, punched her. She took the punch, and she continued along anyway, and still got the kick off. So, had I not been immune to debuffs, that definitely could have been something over here. Molly, I've changed her up slightly in that I took away Skull Thumper and I moved over to her Sweet ISO. This ISO is proccing a lot, and it is proccing to great effect. I love it. She'll taffy a team that has a lot of melee on it, and she's eaten the Ghost one a few times, and people have cowered out of nowhere. I'm really happy I have this ISO. It is working out phenomenally well, and I'm still running Defensive Fighter because she does do a little bit of tanking. I have her bursting over here to get rid of shields. We've got, of course, manifesting on her Raspberry. I have increased damage over here, and on her drop kick I have an increased chance to hit. Because this exploits stun, you could make the case that I should run the incapacitation over here. But I'm always going to throw the van anyway, and there's going to be plenty of times when I'm forced to van a team down, so I'm not even going to bother. So that is my little update here on PvP. I just wanted to say that so far, the changes to quick actions have definitely made for some interesting first round combat. So I'm going to pick somebody really far up there for practice. We'll see how the team does. And yeah, this team has still been working out very well. I have not truly felt like this team has been nerfed. The heal from Hafe has still been pretty solid, because mostly what I do it for is the immunity to debuffs, and Molly is still absolutely wrecking face. So this guy's alright. This is a melee heavy team. We're probably going to predict that Null is running tag team. So it looks like he goes first, and he's wasted his turn. So I'm not going to use the Emerald Prism on this turn because Molly is not tanking yet. So we're not going to consume one of my quick actions. We'll go ahead and exhaust the enemy team, because we see that's a tactical agent and he's holding the cube over there. Iron Fist will, however, not get exhausted. And I'm going to look and see there's no real reason to burn the Blackest Void yet, so I'm going to hit him with the Caltrop Launcher. And everybody but Null dodged that, which kind of sucks. See, now this, he will not be exhausted for this because that's considered a free action. That's actually something I kind of disagree with. I still think a free action should be exhausted. But, okay, you know, I'll take it that they fixed it. So, hopefully he'll just use that signpost. And now his turn is over. If you notice, you don't have to target Hafe for this anymore. When you use the Heart of Shou-Lao, it automatically fires. You don't have to click Iron Fist. So Null's going to be exhausted, so hopefully he squats. We'll see if it's a free action. Yep, so he's still vulnerable to that, which is good. So now I'm going to Prism Molly. I can see that only Hafe is going to go before Molly. So I'm actually going to now use the Blackest Void and get rid of those War Frenzy stacks. And hopefully Iron Fist will hit his own team. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So here goes Molly doing what she does best. And she's still one of my favorite wrecking machines. We'll check the agent. There is no eye. So I'm going to throw the van one time and then just go right to a level 2 on Null, because both Iron Fists have already given him the combo setup. And here we go. Hafe is working, son, just working. Solid, solid white hit over there. So now we get rid of those pre-combos. Get rid of Molly. Get rid of, have Molly. Ooh! 54k! Tell me Molly's been nerfed, because she hasn't. I still love me some Molly. Just absolute beast. Look at that. 60. I think she's actually been buffed. I mean, maybe it's my own armory and my heroes from last round, but she has been wrecking face. And had this been a legitimate match, that would have been about a 20 bump up over there. So that's my little update here on Marvel Avengers Alliance PvP. I'm happy with the changes. I still think an exhaustion should affect free actions, but now I'm going to turn it over to Marvel Future Fight and give you guys a little bit of an update on what's been going on over there. Alright, so here we are with my Marvel Future Fight team, and just today and within the last several days, but today specifically, made a huge amount of progress on getting some heroes. My Hulkbuster now has a level of mastery, so he has the ability to provide, well, not mastery, actually, yes, I did master him up, I believe. So now he has this Iron Armada passive, so he increases the attack of his team whenever he's on it. I have my Age of Avengers Ultron, and I've got him in his prime suit. He's ranked up. He has no strings on me, so he increases the attack of his entire team whenever he's on it. Agent Carter, I believe, has some, she's got, I thought I had some mastery going on with her, but I guess I don't. I think it's actually, yeah, I do. She's providing a buff too, but up to the same, surprisingly not finding out what it is at the moment. You can tell when somebody has mastery because one of the stars will go red. So I've picked up Vision, I farmed for him. Just recently completed my Falcon. Daredevil was given to me via a chest. Luke Cage, farmed for him, picked him up. Just picked up War Machine about an hour ago. Just picked up Mockingbird right after War Machine. And then Hawkeye was given to me when I log in today. So I'm currently farming for a few different people. Loki's showing up in rifts. Venom has just been given to me randomly. And here's some others that I've just been thrown. There's that, again, that Black Cat at 40. It just absolutely amazes me that she's so far up there in the stars. If we take a look at the missions, there's the one to farm for Luke Cage, there's Mockingbird, there's Falcon, there's some Black Widow ones, which I have her, so that'll just rank her up. Over here in Chapter 1, you can farm for Iron Patriot or War Machine, Vision, and Ultron. So I have these three already and just got War Machine, just got Mockingbird. It looks like we'll have Winter Soldier and MODOK to contend with soon. And there's Venom, some Iron Man, probably Blade over here, I think. Hard to tell. Possibly Punisher, can't exactly tell, the lock is in the way. There's the Spider-Man, that's probably Goblin. There's Sharon Carter, that looks like Doc Ock and Captain are coming up too. So, there's an update in how things are going in my neck of the woods for the Marvel games. What's pretty cool is that once you get those assemble points, you go over here to the store. And you can spend them, if we scroll over, right over here for the assemble box. It has some interesting stuff. Money's been getting a little tight, so I'm not doing the lucky boxes anymore. But there's some really cool stuff on sale right now. We have these themed boxes. So we have Captain America related people over here. We have Thor along with some Asgardians over here. There's Angela. By the way, if anybody's seen Super Sonya in Heroes of the Storm lately, I think Super Sonya is heavily borrowing from Angela. We have journalists over here. And then we have some anti-heroes coming up after that with Blade, Ghost Rider, and Punisher. And it seems like this is locked up a little bit. But yeah, check out the recommended area for some themed items over in Marvel Future Fight, and hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got a really good laugh at Mr. Goldspender, who's still got his offensive team waxed by a defensive team. His offensive team got waxed by my defense. It literally had no wins until he came along. So thank you, buddy. Keep spending that money for me. Well, I get to laugh at that. So take care. Hope you enjoyed the video.